Good morning. In the previous lecture, we dealt with wave function. Now let us try to deal with de Broglie wave velocity. Let us try to talk about de Broglie wave velocity. De Broglie waves are matter waves, as you know. Whenever a body is in motion, de Broglie wave is associated with that moving body. The body is moving, de Broglie wave is associated with the body, and therefore de Broglie wave is also moving. When a body is in motion, a de Broglie wave, which is known as matter wave, is associated with a moving body. So when a body is moving, the associated de Broglie wave is also moving with the body. So we may think that velocity of the body in motion and velocity of the de Broglie wave associated with the moving body may be same. Let us assume that the velocity of the body in motion and velocity of the de Broglie wave both are same. Let us try to write the expression for the velocity of the de Broglie wave. We know how to write expression for velocity of a wave. What is formula for velocity of a wave? Formula for velocity of a wave is product of frequency and wavelength. Velocity of a wave is always product of its frequency and wavelength. Let me assume that W be the velocity of de Broglie wave, small w. Let me consider small w as velocity of the de Broglie wave, which is given by W is equal to nu lambda, equation 1. W is equal to nu lambda, equation 1. In some earlier article, we got this equation for relativistic motion. PC is equal to E, that is equal to h nu. PC is equal to E, that is equal to h nu. Or from this equation, I may further write P is equal to h nu divided by C. P, momentum, h nu, energy associated with the wave, C, velocity of the wave. What should be this nu by C? C corresponding to velocity of the wave, nu corresponding to frequency of the wave. What should be nu by C? It should be 1 by lambda. And therefore, I may put this further as the momentum P of the body in motion is equal to h divided by lambda, equation number 4, since nu by C is equal to 1 by lambda. Is the reason. Equation 4, equation 3 is derived from equation 2 because of this reason. Or equation 3 may further be written as lambda is equal to h divided by p. Equation number 4. Wavelength of the body which is in motion according to quantum mechanics is given by lambda is equal to h divided by p, where p is momentum of the body. Let us suppose that m is mass of the moving body and it is moving with velocity v. Then what will be this p? This p will be equal to mv, and therefore I may further write this lambda is equal to h divided by mv, equation number 5, because we have p is equal to mv, m mass of the moving body, v the velocity with which the body is moving. So we have here lambda is equal to h divided by mv. Wavelength of the matter wave associated with the body of mass m moving with velocity v is given by lambda is equal to h divided by mv. So for equation 1 we got expression for lambda. Still we need to have expression for nu, this frequency. For this let me use the same equation. E is equal to h nu, or from this I may further write nu is equal to E divided by h. But according to relativity, what should be this E for this body? This E for this body according to relativity is mc square divided by h. According to relativity, this energy, total energy of the body moving with of the body of mass m is mc square, and therefore nu is equal to E by h is equal to mc square divided by h. Equation number 6. So for lambda in equation 1 we got equation 5. For nu in equation 1 we got equation 6. Let us substitute lambda from 5 and nu from 6 back into equation 1. If we substitute values of lambda and nu from equations 5 and 6 into equation 1, equation 1 may further be written as small w is equal to nu is mc square divided by h into lambda is h divided by mv. This is value of nu from equation 6. This is value of lambda from equation 5. Now let us simplify this. This h identically cancels out. This m identically cancels out, and what we got is this w is equal to c square divided by v, equation number 7. Wave velocity, de Broglie velocity. De Broglie velocity, velocity of the wave associated with the moving body is w, which is given by c square divided by v, where c is velocity of light, v is velocity of the body in motion. Last year we studied relativity. We studied mass energy relation. We also studied relativity of mass. What is relativity of mass? Relativity of mass tells us that mass of any body in motion is given by the formula relativity of mass. According to the theory of relativity, mass of any body in motion is given by this formula. This is the mass, this is the mass, these are the masses of the same body when it is in motion. M is equal to m0 divided by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. What is v? Velocity of motion of the body. What is c? Velocity of light. Compare these two. Here we are going to do the same thing. Here we are going to do the same thing, because of which I have used this equation purposely. What is this comparison of v square by c square? V is very small in comparison with c, and therefore v square by c square will always be very small fraction, and therefore this mass, when it is moving with velocity v, is always greater than mass m0, where mass m0 is mass of the body at rest. When this v is 0, mass of the body is m0. When this v is 0, mass of the body is m0. But when the body is moving with the mass, the body is moving with velocity v, its mass becomes m. Let us assume that the velocity c of the body with which it is moving is equal to velocity of light. Velocity of the mass v is equal to velocity of light. If we consider this, what will happen? These two will become same. Ratio of these two will be 1. 1 minus 1 0. m0 divided by 0. This m will be infinity if v is equal to c. If v is equal to c, m will be infinity. What does this mean? We have not seen any matter, any body which is having infinite mass on the earth, in the solar system, even in the universe. There is no body which has infinite mass. What does this mean? It means that no particle, no matter, no body can move with velocity of light. As there is certainty of absence of infinite mass in the universe, it means that no matter body can travel, can move with velocity of light. Even any matter cannot move with a velocity compatible with the velocity of light. It means that the velocities acquired by any moving bodies will be always very small than velocity of light. So what conclusion we have drawn from this relativity of mass? From this relativity of mass, the conclusion we drawn is velocity of a body, velocity of a matter is very small compared to velocity of light. If we take this conclusion here, we find that c square by v will be very greater than c, because v itself is very smaller than c. From this equation, c square divided by v should be, of course, very greater than c. It means that w is very greater than c. And what is w? The velocity of the de Broglie wave associated with the moving body. The velocity of the de Broglie wave is more than velocity of the light. This equation could not be digested. As we know, no velocity is more than velocity of light in the universe, and this equation gives us de Broglie wave velocity w much more than velocity of light, which must be false. It should not be true. But the mathematical derivation gives us such a result, such inference. It means that this problem has introduced some contradiction. This problem has introduced some paradox. This contradiction should be resolved. This contradiction should be resolved because the fact is, velocity of light is the largest attainable velocity in the universe. No matter body, no particle can achieve velocity equal to velocity of light. If it does so, mass of that particle, mass of that body becomes infinite, and there is no matter in the whole universe whose mass is infinity, and therefore this equation should not be true. To resolve this paradox, to resolve this contradiction to the relativistic result, we shall digress briefly. We shall deviate for some time from this thing and shall try to discuss the notion of wave velocity and group velocity. Wave velocity and group velocity. To discuss the notion of wave velocity and group velocity, we have to first review the mathematical expression used to describe a wave. Whenever a wave is moving, whenever a wave is produced and it is set in motion, that wave is always described by certain mathematical equation. So we have to start by reviving the way we use. We have to start by reviving the way we use to describe, the mathematical way, of course, we use to describe the wave motion. And to do this, we shall consider some string, we shall set vibrations into this string, we shall derive an expression for the waves passing through this string, and after that a few more things we shall do. It will take more time, so let me stop here, and remaining part of this will be dealt tomorrow.